In just the few minutes we're going to spend together, thousands of businesses will have already made a sale online. So, how do they do it? How do they actually cut through all that digital noise? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on e marketing to show you how you can build a real, lasting advantage in this totally connected economy of ours.
And to guide us on this little journey, we're actually looking at a course syllabus from Waldia University's College of Business and Economics. But hey, don't think of this as just some boring college course. Nope. Think of it as a strategic blueprint, laying out exactly what it takes to train the next wave of digital marketing pros.
In this quote right here, it just nails it. It gets right to the heart of the whole thing. This isn't just about sticking a .com on the end of your company name anymore. Oh no, it's about completely rewiring how a business even works. I mean, remember Blockbuster? They were a giant. Then Netflix showed up and didn't just compete, they completely changed the game. That right there is the challenge and the massive opportunity that we're talking about. So who's the person steering the ship here? That would be Haley Mulu. With a Master of Arts in Marketing Management, he's the one charting the course, guiding students through this really complex, always changing world of e-marketing. Okay, but a blueprint's only as good as what you build with it, right? So what are the actual tangible skills you'd walk away with? The kind of stuff that really boosts your career. Let's break down what you'd actually master. What's so cool about this list is just how practical these skills are. Seriously, take analyze digital marketing environments. That's a fancy way of saying you learn how to see exactly what your competitors are doing online. Or how about evaluate electronic payment systems? That is absolutely crucial for making sure people actually finish buying what's in their cart. So these aren't just bullet points. They're the actual skills that'll get you ahead. All right, so how do you get a skill set like that? Well, you need a plan. You need a clear path. And this course roadmap is designed to take you step by step from the basic ideas to using them in the real world. And this just lays it all out so perfectly. You see the logic, right? You can't just jump to crafting a winning strategy in step 3 if you don't even understand the marketplace basics from steps 1 and 2. And you're not going to master the tools in step 4 without a solid strategy to guide you. Every single step builds on the last one. It's brilliant. So everything, and I mean everything, starts with getting on the same page. The course kicks off with this super clear definition. And notice, it's not just about buying and selling. It's also about the transfer of money and data. That little phrase is where all the big stuff like security, privacy, and customer trust comes into play. From there, you start to see how it all builds out. You dive into the two big models of the digital world. Think of it like this. When you buy something from Amazon for yourself, that's B2C, business to consumer. But when a company like Netflix pays Amazon for its web services, that's B2B, business to business. Trust me, understanding who you're selling to changes everything. Then you get to the fun part, strategy. The course takes the 4 classic pillars of marketing and completely reimagines them for the internet. Like, how does your product change when it's a digital download? How do you figure out the price when you're offering a free version? And what in the world does distribution even mean when you don't have a physical store? These are the huge questions that marketers have to answer today. And here's where things get really interesting. Because let's be honest, you can't learn to swim by reading a book about water, right? E-marketing is a hands-on sport. You have to get in the game. This is exactly where the rubber meets the road. It's time to see the kind of practical, hands-on tasks that take you out of the classroom and drop you right into the real digital marketplace. Okay, check this out. As early as week 2, you're not just reading about e-commerce. You are actively taking apart real websites, figuring out what makes them work or not work. And by week 5, you're deep in the trenches of social media, looking at how huge brands are using platforms like TikTok to actually make sales. This isn't a simulation, this is real-world analysis. So, you're learning the theory, you're getting the hands-on practice, but how do they know you're actually getting it? Well, the way you're assessed is all about reinforcing the learning, every single step of the way. The grading is split right down the middle. 50% comes from all the work you do throughout the semester, and the other 50% is the final exam. This kind of structure keeps you on your toes and learning constantly, instead of trying to cram it all in at the last minute. And if you look closer at that continuous work, it's broken down even more. Between assignments and a midterm, it's all about making sure there's a really clear, steady path for you to show what you've learned. But here it is. This might be the most important lesson of all. In a field that changes this fast, there is no finish line. The final exam, that's not the end of the journey. That's just hitting the ignition switch on a career where you'll be learning and adapting forever. And the syllabus itself says it loud and clear. This isn't just some friendly advice for students. This is the #1 rule for anyone who wants to succeed in this field. You have to make a commitment to staying curious and always keeping an eye on what's coming next. So at the end of the day, a structured approach like this gives you the foundation, it gives you the tools, and it gives you the hands-on experience you need to really thrive. It's like being handed a map and a compass. So the only question left is the one right there on your screen. Are you ready to build your advantage?